doing? This is Coach Ryan Andrews. I am currently the defensive coordinator at Griffin High School in Griffin, Georgia. This is year 15 for me coaching. This is year 3 for me at Griffin High School. I've been a head coach for 5 of those 15 years, um, and just enjoy the game.
My name is Ashley Carlisle. I'm at Clark Prep School in Grove Hill, Alabama. This is my first year at Clark Prep. This is my 20th year as a coach. This will be my 11th as a head coach for first year. We're looking to have some fun today. The first play of the game, I really look to see. I try to check as many defensive adjustments as I can. Here we've got the wide receiver coming in motion. We run a lot of speed sweeps, so we're faking speed sweep here. And what I'm trying to really see before the play even starts, my guy upstairs is looking through here to find out what the safety's going to do with motion to begin with. Second thing they're going to look to see how they're going to bump backers or how they're going to end up compared to my motion. So what we've got going here is we're going to fake the speed sweep with my jet sweep, as some call it, with my slot receiver here, and off the back side of it, we're going to run pin and pull. The reason I want to do this, I want to make sure, I want to stretch the defense as far as I can this way with the speed sweep and have something going away from the outside. A lot of times you see a lot of guys running the inside zone or power or something like that off of any kind of a jet sweep fake. We're looking to get wide off of it. Now, the thing here I really like is when we pin and pull, we're going to step and we try to get a piece of that 5 right there. As we come around, center's going to step just like an outside zone step with him. Our backside tackle's going to cut the 3 right here. We're looking for the speed sweep guy to pick up the end, and not exactly pick him up as in the speed sweep guy is popping up and just taking him on. It's just the threat of the sweep may be enough to hold the end half a second so we can get this play off on the backside. Now on the backside, we're looking here. I'm taking this backside goal and I'm looking at him like power, and we'll get to later on in a play where we'll actually read this wheel linebacker, and if he flies out, we'll keep power underneath right here with the quarterback. So what I'm trying to really do with this play is stretch the defense out as far as we can and really set up a quarterback run later in the game.
We end up in cover 6. All right, so I'm going to start from the weak side to the strong side. So from the weak side, we end up in cover 6. So backside, we end up in cover 2. Because that corner is now going to key the tackle because his number 2 disappeared. Because number 2 in motion. So if he gets run read by the tackle, he's pulling his trigger right now. He's coming off the edge. If he gets pass read, we're going to reroute 1 based off his release. If we get outside release, he's going to pin the wheel, meaning he's going to put his hands on him, take him outside, and snap his head back to see number 2, whether it's somebody coming across or it's just running back leaking. That safety's getting over the top right now because now it's 1 receiver. That end's gonna squeeze if he gets down block. All right. That will, if he sees down block, him and that end are just gap exchange. Now that end's a big gap player. The wheels come sets the edge. That 1 technique stays in that A gap. That backside 3. Now if his guard pulls, he has to go with him. That Mike, same thing. His guard pulls, he should be flowing over the top looking for daylight. That end front side where the motion is going, he should be squeezing that down block by the tackle. He has to take quarterback. And now that nickel, between my nickel, my corner, and my free, we got to get the jet sweep on the ground. Anticipating is second and long. They up by a touchdown. For the most part, just gonna anticipate them continue along with their game plan. They're not quite ready to run the clock, so to speak. So defensively, up front, we'll be at our base alignment. Don't want to bring any pressure at this point. Expecting screen, so we're gonna play coverage. All right, that coverage though is gonna be a roll 2. All right, so we give the illusion with that corner, he's in space. So we're pre-snap, that safety thinking corner is going to be deep because he's playing 7 off. That corner is going to roll down and become the flat player. All right, the nickel is going to drop. He's now what I like to call the intermediate flat defender, meaning he's about 10 to 12 yards deep, looking for that deep out in case we get a flood concept. And now that front side safety is rolling to the outside third. That backside safety is rolling to the middle third if it's pass. And then that Mike is pushing to the inside shoulder of three, to wall three if it's pass. If it's run, of course, we filling our gaps. Um, Backside, that corner has to play man, and that wheel backside now becomes a low hole player. So we in essence end up with a high hole in the low hole player. With that back to the trips, because we're in essence matching the offense with a flood concept, so to speak. I don't really worry about that back leaking out anywhere because it's basically 4-on-4 over there. There, Mike's rule is real simple. When he's walling three, if three disappears, he continues to work his way to the next person. And so we'll end up rolling that way.
13, up 6. You kind of looking, and Coach hit on a great point. I probably should mention this thing there, but you're not to the point where you're going to run the ball. You still want to protect your lead a little bit right here. So what we'll do is we're going to get a roll flood concept, and the reason being is on the outside we're going to get a hard outside release go. My quarterback, we're going to roll to the right. We're going to look for long to begin with. Then we're going to check strong, which is our 10-yard out right there behind it. And then the whole key to this is with my slot, a lot of people will wall off right in here. So with the slot, we're running a whip route. So as we're rolling, looking for the whip, quarterback knows that if he gets any pressure, the only pressure they can bring and stop, they can't bring pressure and stop the wheel. So as the quarterback's rolling, if the wheel's covered, I'm taking off and running on it. With a back, we really +1 when you got here with the back on it. So basically what I get is I get cheat yards to maybe get a third and a more manageable distance. And also with the shot of, if they happen to roll the safety over too far, the main post right there on the backside will be wide open. A lot of times throughout, just going, a lot of people, we're going to get pitches. We're going to get something clogging up the middle right here. If we come to the line right here and we've got 2 twos, if I see 2 twos, my automatic thought about 2 twos is we're going to slant. Now I've got to find out what line to slant. My line guys will give the call on this, whether we can get some help or not. But what we're looking to do is one of our favorite short yardage plays, period, especially even in the red zone we get down, because of people jamming up the middle, is we'll go with the shovel option. So what we'll do line-wise, we'll have my tackle take a hard 90-degree out, and he's going to chase the safety out. With the 2 right here, my center is going to try it. My guard wants to hold him up long enough we can get to that 2 and maybe chase that wheel because we want to chase him with the play. Right now, we're not worried about the end. We're reading off him. If the end comes up, then what we're going to do, we're going to shovel it to the H-back coming across. If the end sits with it coming across, we'll continue to option out, and we'll pitch out whoever shows out that way. Now, we'll block it this way. If this guy's too far out to get the count, if he's in the box, we'll count him. If not, we'll block down on this wheel. We'll play 3-on-2 right out with those 2 guys.
A great play call to what I want to do. So when I'm thinking 3rd and 2 tie ball game, all right, so I'm thinking tie ball game. 3rd and 2. I'm honestly thinking this is 2 down territory right now. I'm not really thinking. I know it's early in the 4th, but high school ball, we tend to go for it on the 4th down. So what I'm thinking is I got to get a negative stop, not just a stop, but a negative stop to make you at least think about putting this ball on 4th down. So I'm a pinch, and so my end's gonna be crossing face, getting the big gap on both sides. I'm gonna bring an edge pressure, and we go man from there. But that's my thought process about it. If I pinch, now it's hard. If we thinking more so power. Wasn't really thinking that play, but thinking more power or same side power or counter. So I'm thinking we go ahead and pitch. We take out all that pulling, and now my edge players are free to make a play. And we still got quarterback players. I was thinking speed option. So my wheel, if you ran speed option weak, my wheel can get over the top and take pitch. That shovel pass, I was not anticipating. So that becomes real tough. The only hope right there is that my safety coming off the edge gets in that quarterback space real quick, and he can't make a decision. But that shovel pass is, whew, that's tough. You're gonna get. I'm putting wide nines, all right, and we want to get upfield immediately. Reason being, cut the field off with get some type of sprint out, some type of half roll, anything. Want to cut this field off right now. Make this quarterback minds speed up fast as possible. And with my tools, same thing. We want to get upfield. All right. If he has to scramble, I like my seven guy. I like my seven guys to tackle the quarterback. If we can't do that, then we deserve to lose the game. So what you're gonna get with those seven guys heels on the goal line. I actually learned this from our head coach this year. You're gonna get what we call a feather technique. And everything, we're just gonna let everything pass. Let everything work its way out, and we'll start matching as it comes. And what we're doing, the corner is looking for the deep outside route. So if I get a fade by one, the corner take it. If I get a corner by two or three, the corner take it. All right. My nickel is looking for two out or three out. If he gets two out, he has to take that two, and now that free has to match three out right now. All right. So we're basically just passing everything off. If I get in routes, again, we're taking. We want the stuff to go behind us. That's fine. We'll sink as things start to disappear. That's the harder throw in the back of that end zone, especially trying to get over the top of people. And that is really the goal, is to make that throw as hard as possible for that quarterback. So we'll feather it out. We want to immediately bail because, of course, once they cross the goal line, it's touchdown. But we'll feather it as guys begin to disappear. All right. So if I get a drag by two, we'll pass it over, knowing I got three, four other guys on the other side. And now my eyes can ping pong back and forth. And if I get a deep crosser coming back, I can take that if I'm on that side because I can see it.
When I think on 8, before I saw the wall built back here, what I really like to do down the goal line is everybody looks for a run pass option from the quarterback. When we go on the goal line, because we run speed sweep so much, we'll get a speed run pass option from our wide receiver in motion. That way, what it does a lot of times is get this corner. Defensive coaches tell the corners right there, tackle speed sweep, tackle speed sweep. The backs are thinking tackle speed sweep. So we have the speed sweep here, and he's peeking at number one right here. So what we're going to do is hope and pray that the corner comes up right here. My line, and coach, I did you a disservice. I drew you in 2 1s instead of 2 2s. But my line, if he's in a 2, he won't pull on this. But if he's in a 1, we pull. But what my line is going to do, we're going to try our best to get out. We're selling everything speed because it could still be the speed sweep. But I want to give this kid, instead, I want the ball in my best athlete's hands. I want this kid right here being the dog right here. I don't think I can beat anything in this coverage with him. But I think running the ball right here, he's so much of a threat. We're hoping all week in practice that the coach has told him when he gets the ball, we got to be heads up. Usually this kid right here is going to be some decoy kid, some kid you would never expect to catch the ball, period, right here. He's going to be probably my weakest wide receiver. And we're going to come out and we're going to 2-step sit block. And when he does that, we're hoping that corner rolls and still and coming in. If he does roll with him, even with this coverage, I'm still sometimes you just got to give your ball to your athletes. Say, "My gosh, be an athlete." I know
Absolutely.
a lot of people don't say that about coaches, but sometimes I take the ball in his hands for 8 yards before I would anybody else. But if that corner does speak in, we look to hit the back pylon right there with that. It's an easy throw. He's on the run. Most kids right-handed. We look for the top right there on anything through there. But that way I can't say, hey, I ended the game without the ball in my best player's hand. My name is Coach Carlisle. You can find me at CLisle10 on Twitter at C_LISLE10. Guys, hit me up. I love to talk football. I'm a nerd when it comes to this kind of stuff, where I talk ball with anybody. So I've really enjoyed being on the program. Man, it's so much fun. You don't even know, but can't wait for this football season. Coach Andrews, appreciate you, man. Looking forward to following Griffin.
What's up, guys? Coach Andrews again, defensive coordinator at Griffin High School. My Twitter is Andrews. That's ANDREWSDBU. So at Andrews DBU. Football is something I just love. I love. Defensive back play is something that I'm very passionate about. I will learn from anybody. I'm always looking for new ideas and techniques that make sense. And the biggest thing I would say, my message is to the young coaches is learn as much as you can. Trust me, at 23, 24, you do not know. We all thought we knew, but you do not know. So learn, network, don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone. It'll be the best thing for you in your coaching career.